Hi you all, thanks for tuning to Got Me a Beauty 101. My name is Miss Setta. Today I'll be doing a little quick update on what I do to my hair just to keep the curls and keep it from it being too overwhelming. It is full. I have two bundles in. I have an 18 and a 15. I do have a closure. It is a lace closure, 4x4, and the closure was 14 inches. So I have an 18, 15, and a 14-inch closure for the back. Very full. It's not crispy or anything like that, but at the same time it doesn't look too overwhelming where it's like all over the place. So the first thing I would recommend when you're getting curly hair, even if it's deep wave, Peruvian hair, Brazilian, Indian, whatever kind of hair that you use, you need the right brush. There are different types of brushes that you can use, but these are the 3 brushes I use depending on what the wave pattern is and everything like that. You can always use this. This is really good for detangling. I went to Paul Mitchell, so this is the 413 brush. And then I use a paddle brush. You can use a paddle brush, but they call it a styling brush. It does have several rows to it. And what I've noticed with this one, it makes the curls very, very defined. If you like the defined look, then you can go for that. And this will give you defined curls, especially if after you co-wash your hair and you just want to let it air dry and you don't like to plop it, you just want it to let it hang. You can always use this. Even when it's installed, you can use it. I prefer to use when the hair is wet. Don't use it when the hair is dry because it will give it a really frizzy look. If you get hair and it's classified as curly, but at the same time it's kind of loose, kind of like a wavy curly, like Russian wavy curly or anything like that, a good brush is a paddle brush, just to get it detangled. But with the paddle brush, it doesn't really give you very defined curls or waves. So if you're looking for more defined curls or waves, I would use a diamond brush. You can use one from Sally's, any kind of brush that you're looking for. I'm currently looking for a brush that has like 4 panels. I think this one has like around 8. And I want one that has like 4, just so it won't be so defined. But a paddle brush will get you just more of just detangling and just uniformed. This will get you more of a tighter curl. I feel like this is really good for detangling. So this is my hair right now. I have no product whatsoever in this hair. All I did with the hair was shampoo and condition. That's it. And let it air dry. I have been playing with it all day. This is how it looks. The closure itself is an Indian curly closure. I ordered a Eurasian curly closure from Sunny May, I know, and she messed everything up. I don't know why I gave her another chance, because with my last video, if you watched like the 5 AliExpress vendors I don't like to order from, she was one of them. But I was desperate and I was in a rush. I was like, oh my god, I need a closure. There's no one that has a closure. And I was doing a group order with a couple of ladies, and we decided to order from her, and I got a closure. And instead of it being curly, it was like wavy. I'm like, yo, you see, that's why I'm like ordering from you. But I decided to get the curly, just use the curly closure, and I think it blends pretty well. Right here, I do just swoop the side down just to give it a little more natural look. If you're on a budget, I know this is probably a good affordable option that you can use for curly hair. You can use this brand, or you can use the one in the blue bottle, Organics Moroccan Oil. This is one of the Moroccan Argan Cream, but this works just as well. If you're not on the budget and you go to Ulta all the time, they always have AG Recoil on sale, which works really, really good for curly hair. Or you can use Alba Moisture, and I feel like it gives the hair a lot of moisture instead of it being crunchy or anything like that. I will just wet half of my head down just so you can see how I use the brushes and stuff like that. And with this hair, no tangling, no nothing. So there it is. You can always use a water bottle or do it while you're in the shower. And there it is right there. Just a little water. Go back on this. And then you always use to take it use your judgment. When you go like that, you can see how these start to get more curly, and then you just scrunch it. That's the best way to let it dry. Just scrunch it up like this. So again, take a section that you want, take a powder brush, as you can see, powder brush, you see those ringlets that it creates, and just scrunch it. Like that. And let it dry completely before putting your hands through it. Like I would do my whole head like this if I really needed really defined curls, and I would let it dry completely, like completely. Not 90%, 80%, but completely before I try to do anything to it. So if you're gonna put any Moroccan oil or any kind of product in it, make sure you put the product in it before you let it air dry. I would put the product in it, comb it out, and then just scrunch it. Or plop it if you're going a unit, but this is so down to my head. But you see how curly that is? Let me zoom in a little bit. You see? Compared to this side, just with using a diamond brush. Because with this side, I didn't use any brush, nothing. That's how it looks without using any type of brush, just water and just scrunching the whole entire unit. I always recommend to do the whole head. Don't just use the powder brush on one side, and you don't use the powder brush on one side and then use the diamond on the other side. You'll have completely different curls by the end of the day. So I would just go ahead and do my whole head like that. And at night I will do the pineapple method. I will do a video on the pineapple method and show you how I like it, the outcomes and things like that. But right now, this is what I do to the hair. Let me zoom. I do have highlights. You see? Very pretty curls. Not tangling in the back of my head. And you should always know what type of product works best for your curly hair. Every curly hair is different. Some curly hair doesn't like product. Like this one, my hair doesn't like product. When you put product in it, it feels crunchy and it weighs it down. It doesn't tangle, but it just feels kind of yucky, like sticky, and I don't like that. So with this one, Argan Oil is my best friend. Argan Oil, that's it. Probably shampoo, condition, put a little bit of Argan Oil while it's wet, while it dries, it holds the curl. I will try 3 different curl puddings and things like that just to see how it works or how it looks. But I haven't used anything so far. I did use a little bit of AG, one of the little bundles, before I install, and I noticed that it was kind of sticky and hard, and I didn't really like that, so I decided not to put any product on it. But I'll try it again and just put it on my whole head and see if I like it. Right now, I like it big. Let's see. I'm just trying to show you how well it doesn't tangle. And I will wet the back part, because sometimes with curly hair, the back part is the hardest to maintain. The water on. And you always do this while you're conditioning your hair. You rinse the conditioner out. And always start from the bottom up with curly hair. Or with any kind of extensions, I recommend to start from the bottom up. If you're going out and you don't have a long period of time, you don't have to saturate your hair with water. You could always use a spray bottle or do what I just did. And you see? Oh, voila! And just go like that. And you see that? It starts to curl up a lot more. Again, just take your time. And the ringlets in the bottom, scrunch it up like that, and you should be fine. I will do a video of using product and using a powder brush and showing you how defined the curls could be before and after on the whole install. But this is just a little demo of the different brushes I use and things like that. When I have curly hair, I use the same method when I have wavy curly hair or when I have kinky curly. This is what I do. And then I just let it like that and let it air dry. To me, I feel like with curly hair, the best thing to do is make a wig. I know a lot of people don't wear wigs and things like that, but it's the easiest when you have wigs or even U-parts. So I can take this out like every 2 weeks if I want to, but I'm gonna leave it in the whole entire time until I do my next install. But with curly hair, sometimes it tends to mat up in the back or tangle a little bit. Sometimes that's why a lot of people try to use wigs and stuff like that, just to minimize tangling or shedding. I don't brush it during the day. I don't do anything to it. I just get up and go. So that's my regimen. If you need any advice or you have any tips to share with me, because anybody can improve, I need room for improvement. So if you have any tips, please let me know. If you have any products that you love, or if you tried this hair out and you recommend any product, please comment below and let me know. Thanks for watching.